Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, thank you for deciding to watch the video today. I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe, and we welcome you. And for all of my returning viewers, hey y'all, how you doing? We're gonna jump into this journal here. I got all my fussy cut bits, and I got my pages glued. So what I'm doing is, this is my design team project for Night Owl Collage. So yesterday we did the front and back cover and put our ties on. So I decided I was going to go with this blue green. I think that would look really pretty on it, and I don't know if I'll put a lace down the spine of it. I think I'm just going to go with that. I think that'll go pretty good. But I got ahead of myself as always. I don't have my pages folded up. So what I did was I was thinking about pulling out the pieces, because I went through and I put all of the pieces of ephemera with the actual birds that's on those pages. So I don't know if I need to decorate and then sew it in. That's going to be a little hard. It's going to be a little bit different. So I think what I need to do is get me a little basket. I don't have a little basket in here. How do I not have a basket to put my stuff in? What in the world? So I turned the video on unprepared. Yeah, because then I was like, well, I hadn't got my pages folded, but I got all my ephemera in the order that it goes. So I'm thinking that when I pull my pages out and fold them, I can put the ephemera in the order that the pages are, for, you know. And then I will keep it straight and not have to sit here and fumble and hunt and look for what bird matches that paper. Let's see. Do I really not have a little box or a little basket? What in the world? Now all the boxes and baskets that I have, I ain't got one that's empty. Ain't that something? Well, y'all. I'm gonna take my little ephemera box, because see what I did was I went ahead and got stuff together for my next couple of journals, trying to get them, you know. So I got all my butterfly stuff. These are my tags and journal card bits. So I can take this box and I'll just lay these in here on top of that. And we'll do that. That's what I'll do. And then this will be my, I got like 4 journals in the workings, trying to get the fussy cut pieces and stuff. That's what's going on. And these here are just some of the words and stuff, like nest and stuff like that you could decorate up your ephemera bits with. So what I'm going to do, will these set that way? Of course not. So I'm going to pull my pages out. We're going to have to score them. And when I pull the page out and score it, I'll just take my ephemera pack that goes with the bird and put it in there in the order that it goes in the journal. Hopefully, I won't get my birds mixed up. I was not thinking about that. So yeah, I'm going to have to score these to get them in there for sure, because I've glued the papers together. It's a beautiful kit. So yeah, we'll just score these. There's a little thing that goes in here. I keep it out because I pick this up and down and the knife falls out of it. So I'm just going to score them at 5.5. And hopefully they fold good for me. We hope they will. Oh yeah, that's going to work, y'all. I'm so excited about that. I was so worried they were going to be off kilter and just, you know, wrinkled up. But I think the scoring will keep it from having that crinkle wrinkle in the middle of it. So y'all just bear with me here. I'm getting bearings. Because, yeah, I probably should have scored this and done that off camera, but that's okay. So we're just going to show you, you know, how if you take and glue papers together. Now these are both, this is 32-pound printer paper, the Staples brand that I love so much. So I'm going to score it and put a good bead on it. And see, now look, see, this is going to be our page. And then this will be the middle of the journal, because it didn't have a, she called it a backer page. It's like a more like a journaling page to match the papers. So there's about, I think it's about 10 to 12 of them that don't have backer pages. And the ones that did have backer pages, I wanted to pull a Joey card maker kind of thing and put the pages facing each other. So, see, you have the bird here. You can journal, and I can put decorative bits for that bird there. And I can also do it on this side. That was my thinking. Hopefully, it will work out for me. So, and then I had most of my fussy cuts already done, but I didn't have them matched with the bird pages. So, I put them in little baggies. And now I'm having to take the baggies out and put them in the order that the pages are in the journal, so I won't forget what bird is what. So I sat and did all of that last night, and then today, which was my Saturday, I fussy cut the rest of what I needed to get fussy cut. I fussy cut some all of those bits that I had up here on my desk for the mason jars, where it had butterflies, roses, and just flowers on them. I fussy cut those out and put those in baggies and put those in their designated journal areas. Probably put that stuff up, unless I just want to have a random ephemera make in between journals and such. Because, you know, sometimes you get burnt out working on journal after journal after journal, and you just want to sit and just play with your stuff. And which, you know, that's what I did with these butterfly bits, and then, you know, it wound up, it's going to be turned into a journal next week. So that's what I did. And oh yes, that's going to be so beautiful. That's going to be so pretty. So yeah. So if you do glue your papers together, now you can take and put a little bit of glue in the middle and put them down and sew around it, but I'm not that good at sewing yet. Now I have done some sewing. I've actually sewed together a placemat and made a cover for my Christmas journal that I did in Christmas in July. It was the Jingle All the Way journal. And I did a little bit of sewing on some papers that I made a little folio out of. But as far as, you know, and I thought maybe it would add too much bulk to my pages, because, you know, sewing, it does add an extra element of texture, which I love. But, you know, this is already going to be several pages glued together. And then I thought that, you know, these would be a little bit bulky, and it would cause it to be extra gator mouthed already, you know, because it's already going to be gator mouthed. I don't even have half the pages folded up, and it's already gatory mouthed. But we're going to make us a pretty journal. We sure are. Because, I mean, you know, this is a beautiful kit. I mean, just beautiful. Now, you could take and print this kit, and you can break this down and make ephemera and to go, you know, this would be really pretty in like a purple or a peach. Just use the floral bits and the bird bits. Decorate, you know, just a regular journal. These would be great to take and decorate any journal where you're using floral bits. I'm getting back to where I like to color match a whole lot, which I've always been kind of matchy-matchy. So I think that's my issue. But see, that would make beautiful. Take that and make a tag out of that and decorate it up, and then that would be a tag in itself, and then you could make this a journal card bit. Be beautiful. Now this one I'm not going to do two separate projects. I'm going to do the one big journal here. And we'll do this because I've got a few more journals I want to get done before I move into fall. Getting fall projects going. So that's what I'm trying to get done the last week and the last couple of weeks of August here. I'm trying to get the rest of my summery bits done, get my box cleaned out, and then pull my fall stuff out, get that stuff done, and then we'll get on into wearing Christmas out. Because like I said, I'm probably going to make folios where you can put waterfalls in for my Christmas presents and such. Have that stuff ready. Show you all how to do that. Get those covered and put the waterfalls in them. And then like the month December, I will do Christmas journals in December, which I know most of the time, you know, you want to try to have those done ahead before your Christmas season. But right now at the moment, I haven't got haven't been listing my journals to, like, you know, sell ahead. Most of them that I'm trying to get done, like these, I will probably later on down the line list, but right at the moment, this is a design team project, and I think the papers are beautiful, and I'm trying my best to get it done. I'm trying to get, you know, the other journals that I have the stuff just ready to go and just sitting here, trying to get that out of my box before I start up any new projects. That is what I need to do. And see, that's going to be a thick journal, boy. Oh, it's going to be good, though. Now, I may not use all of the cut aparts, because, you know, I always print 2 copies of my design team project kits, so we can do something else with it later on. But for this one, I'm doing the one big journal at this point in time. Now this would be, you know, really pretty. I'm thinking after the first of the year, after we get all the Christmas bits and stuff worked on and get that done, to bring this out and do, you know, just a pop of colors, getting ready for spring. Especially if I don't use all the fussy cut bits that I've already got cut out. Now I've got a box, a bigger box. It's like a one of those tote boxes, just for Miss Amber's Night Owl Collage design team. So I'll print it off. Work on one kit, and I'll print off one to put in my box just for her. Hopefully, you know, after because she asked us, you know, to be available for design team for at least 6 months commitment. And I was like, sure, I can do that, you know. So I'm hoping after those 6 months, she still would, you know, like me to be on her design team and invite me back. That's what I'm hoping. I hope I do your artwork justice. I love these papers. It's just so pretty. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful paper. Beautiful. Beautiful kit. But, you know, like I said, if you're really not fond of birds, this is a great kit to use the backgrounds and the floral bits out of as well. But I think most of us that do journaling are birds, butterflies, bees, and florals. Give us papers that's got that on it. We're in heaven. Oh, yeah. Just heaven, sitting there just oohing and galling over it. Just in heaven. Alright, so now I think I have managed to keep all of my bits together with the page the way they're going to go. Alright, so now the Blue Jay one did not have a backer journal page for it. So that's my front. And I do have the Blue Jay bits that I can put on this side. Oh man, that is a big, big journal. I don't even count how many pages it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it is 12 double-sided papers, like actual pages. So in total, it's actually 24. If you want to look at it that way, it's actually 24 pages because I glued them together. Oh, I'm tickled. That's so fun. Alrighty, so let's get our journal cover over here. Get it folded up now. Let's see. I gotta come up with a topper, so I may use one of the bigger, prettier, not prettier, they're all pretty, but bigger decorative fussy cut pieces as a topper, because I'm sitting here looking at this right here. Now look how pretty that would be. But that looks folly, don't it? And see, that matches this right here. So I was thinking about putting that on there as a flip up. Yeah. I don't know, we'll figure out something. Probably put me a Blue Jay on it. We'll put something on it. We'll figure out the decorative bits of the cover. Because I was going to do that. And this is the inside cover. And I'll probably put some decorative bits on the inside. So now, we're going to take on the task of trying to fold this and get it straight. And my finger's still messed up from where it popped yesterday. At least it's not hurt now. It's just numb, but it won't bend the way I need it to bend. Okay. So I love this ruler that you can get at the Dollar Tree. You see how it has like the little raised bit in the middle? I got it mainly because at the time when I was scrapbooking, it has the ruler bits and it's got like a little ledge to put your stickers on for your words. That's why I bought it. But this sucker, I tell you what, I've used it more than anything that you know, other than my paper cutter, because you can take and push it up in there. And sometimes, you know, when you fold them, because this is two of those manila folders covered, and when you're folding that, it wants to buckle in the middle. So we can take this ruler and put it in there, and I can hang on to it with that little raised edge and use it in the middle to keep it from buckling on me in the middle. Hopefully. It's a wanting to buckle really good right here, though. I have to smooth that out. Let's see if we can't do a little score bit on it. Why are you wanting to buckle there? I think it might be one spot where it has a bunch of Fabri-Tac on it. There we go. See how I push that down on that? And it will straighten that buckle out pretty good. I love that ruler. I like to try to find me a couple more, maybe some different colors. Alright, so we're going to put this on as our front. If I can get it folded straight. It wants to weeble back and forth with me. Get my bigger bone folder here. The heavy duty on it. All right, so now let's get our green pad out. We're gonna try to get our signature sewed in this thing. Look, now just the papers alone. See, no decorative bits whatsoever, just the pages. So that's why I was like, yeah, we definitely gonna have to put a tie on that. And see, the pages are almost to the end, and that's fine. I'm happy with that. Phew, it's hot in here now. I had to wrestle with this a little bit, not too much though. I'm just trying to get it evened up. Get it in the middle here. We'll put her, well, come on now. Alright, I'm going to hold it close to me for a minute. Maybe a little bit off the camera, y'all. Just so I can handle the signature and the thingy bobs, my clips. So I'm taking my thumb and I'm pushing it right up in the fold and forcing it into that crease. So all my papers stay together. Now this might give me a fit of trying to poke the hose through it. It may, because that's a lot of pages. Now I'll flip it over on this side. See how that's pulling apart? Now look, you take your thumb and you just push it right up in the fold right there. Okay, so then I'm going to loosen this one here and push it back up in there again. And we'll put that piece on it. Yep, we should be good now. Oh yeah, see, it's up in there good and tight on both ends. Yep. All right, y'all, wish me luck. We're going to try to poke the holes in it. Okay, I may have to get a hammer broke out to punch it through here. Yep, this is going to be a little difficult. There we go. I'm going to poke it through real good and wiggle it, because that's a lot of paper to go through. I have to re-poke them holes. Sometimes you can do it like this and pull it up it, but not on this one. That is a lot of papers to get through. And of course, you know, I'm doing it with my GIMP hand and I can't hang on to it. So my fingers won't bend. So basically, I'm pushing it with these two fingers. Making it look a little more difficult than really what it truly is. But I'm not going to lie to you, it is a little tough. All right, hang on to the book. Oh, there it went. Okay. That must be right through some good glue, because that did not want to go through there. Okie dokie. Whew. All right, so let's try and see if we can get it in here real quick before the holes close up, because that's 24 sheets of paper, 2 manila folders, and 2 layers of fabric, which the fabric's not that thick, but you know, it is still 2 layers of fabric. So I gotta use that so I can poke it through there, and I may have to get my needle nose pliers to pull it back through at some point. I can find a hole over here. Okay. Whoops. Uh-oh, it went crooked on me. Alright, well, let's just re-poke you. I just want to hit that fabric. It goes sideways. No big deal, we'll just re-poke the hole. See, there you go. It's a whole lot easier to just re-poke the hole, quit fighting it. Alright, so on this one where it's a little thicker, I am going to go through the middle. We're going to do like the four stitch, the 4 pamphlet stitch, I think is what it's called. I'm not real sure, to be quite honest, but I'm going back through the middle, and then I'm going to go up through the top and then down through the middle, see if that holds it better. Now, which I probably don't need to do that. Let's unthread this, because that hole in the middle is a little thick. So I'm going to tie my knots on either side of it to keep the knot from coming out. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm thinking. And go all the way up to the top. Oh, well, see, that one wasn't too bad. I got my yarn too long on the inside. Okay, now this one may be a little difficult. Give me a little fit. There we go. See? It wasn't that bad now, was it? I probably should have poked them holes a little bit more on the end, but that's okay. Alright, so now I'm going to try to get my yarn pieces evened up in here, so when I tie my bow, it's not so messed up. Alright, so see how we've got that string? We got the end pieces on either side of it. We're going to pull it tight. And we're going to tie our knot on top of the string, so our knot doesn't go back through the hole. Because I wiggle those holes out a little bit, just so I could get the awl through it. And I'm just tying a bow on it. There we go. Signature is in. Yes, ma'am. Put all the bits up. And we're going to start decorating on this bad boy. Now, I have not decided where I want to put lace on pages or not yet. I may do that because I think it would be pretty. But I don't know yet. And it may be that the pages are close to the edge and I may not mess with it. I almost started not to shoot my video tonight and get up tomorrow and do it. But then I've got, daughter goes to work at 2 tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow. It's Sunday, which y'all be watching this Sunday. It's y'all's Sunday video. But like I said, this is my Saturday evening. And my oldest daughter come and visit, and we were all talking and having a good time. So I said that I wanted to just sit and visit with her for a while, because I don't get to see her a whole lot. She moved to Pilot, which is not far away, but used to, you know, she She was here about every weekend. And see, and I think that color is going to blend in quite well there. So I think we'll be fine. Alrighty, so now, let's flip it to the middle. And we're going to have to work these pages quite a bit. Like I said, that's a lot of pages. So the first thing I'm going to pull out, because I lined it up from the middle down, so I wouldn't get them messed up. And you know what? I don't even have my ink. I was wanting to do vintage linen for this, I think, because it's a little bit lighter. So I'm wanting to do vintage linen for this. Man, I was not prepared for my video today. I'm so sorry. Clean my ink off that. I did buy me two more ink dauber handles, so I could do back and forth with my Christmas. I have tea dye. I think that might be too dark too. Yeah. I'm gonna do vintage linen. I don't know, is that tumbled glass? Is that gonna be I thought about doing that with the blue. That would be pretty. Let's go with what you originally thought about doing and quit. Quit messing. It's antique linen. That's what it is. I'm so sorry. I'm just telling y'all all kinds of wrong stuff. And I'm across the room yelling at you. Okay. Yeah, so like, see, this one here is like a finished on it. These look a little more unfinished to me. See the difference? So yeah. I got two new ones like this from Hobby Lobby. These I got off of Amazon. I love these things. See where you can use and label them. And then have your, instead of having a bunch of these, you can just have the pads and have it labeled. Takes up a lot less room. Now, the only reason I got a couple more of these is because at Christmas, I would like to switch back and forth between the red and the green on certain things. So I needed to get me another one. So I got two more. Now, there's some colors that I will leave on my desk with the dauber because I use those a lot. And it makes more sense to leave them here in my little ink thing loaded up. So like, you know, of course, Vintage Photo, Rusty Hinge, Hickory Smoke, Black Soot, and Victorian Velvet. Now I use Black Soot and Hickory Smoke when they have like the black outlines and stuff. So that is my usual suspects of inkage. And then I said, I think this vintage linen, or antique linen, I'm so sorry, would do okay on this stuff. I think it will. Now, whether it will or not, I don't know, but we're going to try it. Alright, so I'm wanting to take, because you know, I want to take and put this butterfly bit here on this pocket. And then whatever these pieces that I don't use, I will put somewhere else. So I'm going to put the golden finch on the pocket like so. Give me the bits out of the bag, woman. Get the bits out of the bag, lady. Now, see, I thought about putting it on there. And then, you know, you have these journal cards to put down in there. And then the little tag piece. And then I said, well, let's put this on here like that. Excuse me for coughing. It is a little bit warm in my room. But I wanted that on there, and I thought about putting this on here. Or I may put it up here on this page. There's a little bit of decorative bits. And then what else I don't use, because you know we can use this in the butterfly journal, and we can use these in our sunflower journal that we're going to do for fall. I don't think I need to do the pull bits. So now let's see what we want to do here. Probably should have done a test bit. That's okay. I'm just knocking the white off, the white edge is all I want to do. I didn't want to do it dark, dark, because everything is really, you know, white, blue, and, you know, yeah, see, I don't think that's going to be too bad. I didn't really want to do vintage photo on it, but I didn't really want, you know, the white edge of everything where we fussy cut it. That fussy cut really well. All the little bits and pieces of the flowers. I'll have to daub and daub and daub this because it's a brand new ink pad. It's a brand new dauber pad as well. But yeah, this is how I was thinking about decorating my bits up. I didn't want to use vintage photo because I thought it would make it too dark. Take away from the lightness of it. So this is my last, I'm not participating in the last run of summer thing. What is it? The last blast of summer or something. I don't know. The hashtag everybody's going crazy over. And then there's two going on. There's one for fall. I think My Porch Prince is doing. I've got to catch up on those videos this weekend. There's so much stuff I want to get done. I don't have enough time to do it. And then, of course, you know, my schedule. So I can't watch videos, you know, late in the night like I'm used to. So I think I might do that, like I said. And have this as the flip up on the page. I like that. Yeah, see, I think that's pretty. Because I think if I had done a vintage photo, it was going to be a little too dark. Sure do. And I'm sorry I'm having to beat this dauber to death. But it's, like I said, it's a new ink dauber, so we got to get the ink in it. And, you know, a couple fussy cuts in here, it should be good and inked up. Alright, so now I want to, I think I'm just going to fold this. Should have had the foresight of hooking that in between the pages. That would have been nice. But I wasn't thinking that far ahead at that point in time. Alright, so I'm going to put this on here. And I'm going to score it. Can't score it with you. You're a little bit too big to be scoring stuff with. Trying to use my scoreboard like somebody's got some sense, and I can't get it lined up in a hole. Wants to keep jumping holes with me. That's aggravating. I'm just not even going to try to fool with that. Because it's 110-pound cardstock for one thing. So it's trying to jump holes with me. It's really what it's trying to do. that would have been really pretty to stuck it in there, because now I got a white piece here. It's just going to show through. That's all right. I'm going to ink it. Yep, I didn't think of that, did I? Nope. Well, all right, so now let's see. I'm thinking of what I can put on this piece here to cover up that whiteness. Not really a whole lot. I wonder if I just put that on it and cover it up. Yeah, I think that would look better than that mess I just created there. To be quite frankly honest with you, I think it would be. And I did do a lot of printing today. I printed off a bunch of my coffee background pages and my tea-dye background pages. I printed off a whole set of coffee and tea-dye just for backing, where it was just on one side. And then I printed off a set of coffee and tea-dye to use as pages in journals. And I'm going to put that right above the fold so it don't hinder my crease mark. We're going to burnish it down good. We're going to cut out from around it. Probably need to get a paper towel to wipe up that glue mess I just created. I'm so trying not to have a bumbling crafter video. I really am. As you know, it's the weekend. That's usually what happens to me. Try to get too much done. I can't cut straight with a pair of scissors, y'all. I just can't do it. I don't know. You'd think I'd be able to, but I just can't do it for some reason. And I didn't glue all the way up to the edge of that. So let's fix that. My goodness, it is hot in my room. We had a real bad storm here a little bit ago. About, I don't know, about 11:30 something to 12 at night. It come a real bad storm. And Jordan, she was getting ready to leave, and then it come that downpour rain. And she's like, no, I think I'm going to wait a minute. And I said, I think you might want to, because it's raining so hard. I mean, we're in, you know, it's a good stick-built house, you know, and we heard the downpour and rain with TVs on, us talking, my printer going, my cutter going. I mean, yeah, so it was putting down some rain. I'm just going to do a small rounder on these. Feel like I'm not getting much accomplished in this video. I don't know. Some videos I feel like, wow, I did a lot. And some videos I'm like, that's really all you did? And it took you an hour to do that. But sometimes, you know, you got to get into the flow of it. get your bits together. So this is going to be a decorate by the page. I'm just going to tell y'all now. We're just going to go through and decorate a page at a time. Like I say, I may not use all of the ephemera, but any bits and pieces of it that I can save, like I said, you know, the sunflower bits and the butterfly bits would be dedicated out to, you know, those bits and pieces of stuff that we could use. Gotta fold you up, don't we, buddy? And see, and I used, like I said, I used 110-pound cardstock to print this. Oh, sir. This stuff is thick. Thick, thick, thick. I'm going to put my backing papers there because I got a feeling I'll probably need them again. Alright, let's turn you this away and see if I can't line you up. And get you scored a little bit here. Try to make it easier on my poor old hands. There we go. I think earlier I was just using too big of a score. Like, see, I use these. There's the camera. And I think I was using too big of an end a while ago, and it kept wanting to jump track with me. And then where it is 110-pound cardstock, you gotta play with it a little bit. You gotta, you know, work it a little bit. You can't just flop it over because it'll crack. Even though it's scored, it will still crack on you. Okay, now. Backing piece up here. That's what I'm working on. I got my whole thing crooked. What was I hunting for? Bone folder. Did y'all see where I done with that? Get it from myself for sure. I put it back up. That's what I done with it. Put it back where it goes. Now why would I do something like that? Okay, now let's ink you up, buddy. See, it did crack just a hair right there, but that's okay. We'll fix it. And I love how Amber angled these, so when you could use it and don't have to trim it down, and it won't have any white bits showing over the corner. Because, you know, sometimes you get the pockets and such, and you have to trim all the bits and stuff off of it. And the only reason it cracked was because I printed it on oh, I think that's going to be pretty like that. Shut your face. Can y'all see what I'm doing? I'm doing that, pulling it to me again. I'm sorry. I know I got that bad habit to pull everything to me to work on it. But I think that's going to be beautiful. You flip this up and have that pocket there. Shut your face. Alrighty, so let me see. We can glue these bits on here. I don't need to glue the top part of the butterfly wing because it's going to stick up a bit. Okay. So now I want to about right here on this pocket. I'm still going to be able to put you on there. We need to slide you over a little bit. Bigger flies. We gotta have some room to slide over. Oh, it's already stuck. I did get it to slide a little bit. That's okay. It's okay. We are fine. Yeah, because I wanted a little bit of edge. Let's put a little bit more inky dink. Inky up. Y'all, I went to the Goodwill today, And I found a beautiful wedding dress for 20 bucks that had just applique heaven on it. I mean, it really did. And I'm at a week where, like, you know, all my bills are due on the 12th. So I had all my bills come out, and then I was like, I still need to get groceries. And I was like, oh. And it, you know, like, you go looking, searching for the lace bits. Like, you know, you have dresses where it has, like, the lace overlay with the lining underneath it and stuff like that. Perfect to cut apart and use as journal bits. And wouldn't you know, I go there. I shouldn't have went. I went looking for, you know, like dictionaries and stuff like that, because I'm liking to getting the dictionaries to do the I want that there, because I want that pocket underneath that. So I'm going to put this down first. So anyways, I went there looking for dictionaries, and I found several there, and they didn't have dictionaries. I had a bunch of, you know, like the love story books or whatever, the romance type things, and then had a whole wall pretty much of like Tom Clancy novels and stuff like that. And I was just looking around, and I said, well, let me just go over here and check the lace bits and the dresses area. Because, you know, from time to time, they'll have a beautiful wedding gown in there that has just a dream world of applique on it. And they had one today, y'all. And yes, it was only 20 bucks. But I was like, you know, I don't need it. I want it. There's a difference, you know. And that's why I say I'm a frugal crafter, a budget crafter. Because sometimes the need of the crafty item, you know, like if I'm out of glue, yeah, I'm going to get glue. But the want of stuff, because I have plenty of lace, you know. We all know I do have a hoard of lace from Temu and Hobby Lobby and whatever. But it's not applique lace with sequins and beads on it, you know. Needless to say, I talked myself out of it. I carried it around the store, put it in the buggy, and I was talking to my mama about how I could cut it apart and do this and that and the other. And I was like, look, you could cut each one of those rose appliques off of that thing and use it. And I can make millions and millions of pieces of stuff with that. And then I was feeling guilty, you know. I hadn't even bought it yet and was feeling guilty for spending the money to get it, because I didn't need it. I wanted it, you know. So I put it back, and then when I was over looking, found a cute little white sweater dress that had like the little pockets on it. And I was like, look, you could take, and I was showing my mama how I was thinking about when I was looking at stuff like that. And she's like, what are you wanting that for? You can't wear that. And I was like, no, I don't want it to wear. I'm wanting it to cut it up, you know. And she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, look, I've got this beautiful red, white Christmas scrapbooking kit that would be perfect, and it's, you know, like a cozy Christmas type thing. Would be perfect to get this white sweater and make me a red undercover of a journal and put this sweater over it, you know. And then on the inside, I can cut the pockets and make the little mitten-looking pockets on, you know, on a sweater. I can make that the pockets of the inside of the journal. I was like, that's what I'm wanting it for. I said, and now notice, I said, I want it. I don't need it. I want it. There is a big difference there. She's like, well, if you want it, we can get it, you know. And I was like, nope. And then I found one that had, it was like a real pale pink that had, I mean, it was the most beautiful dress. And I was like, I almost didn't want to cut it up. It was that pretty. That had like it was a overlay that had pink roses and had sequins and stuff, and had this yellow thread that was almost gold looking, just swirlies embroidered all the way through it. I mean, oh, it was just beautiful, y'all. I mean, beautiful. And I was like, I gotta quit doing that. I gotta quit looking at this stuff because I don't need it. I just want it. Yeah, I should have put them a little bit higher out, but that's okay. That'll be fine. Yeah, it'll hold. That's looking a little thin, ain't it? Looking like it's loose. Maybe it's just because of the way I folded it backwards. Because sometimes that wax thread will give a little bit and slip and slide. That's why I do the 3 knots in it like I do. Now imagine this will be down and I'll put, you know, like a sunflower dangle on it. And I'm leaving the backs of stuff white. That's why I wanted to do the linen ink on it. Because I think that would look better and not mess up anything. Look at it peeking out there. Let's get this skinny ruler. You know, do the ruler trick where you check, make sure your pockets is glued down. Just a little flippy flaps, not the whole thing's glued to the paper. Okay, so put you in there. And we got these other postcards and this little tag bit. And then this one will be done. And let's see how long I've been on here. And I'm probably going to call that a video. You know, because even though we just got one page decorated. And I'm sorry for that, but we did get all the papers folded. And you know, because I did have one lady that was like, how in the world? Actually, it was my friend from work. I was talking to her on video call earlier. She's like, how in the world are you going to fold all that mess up? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe somebody else will want to know. So I shot a video to tell y'all how I was going to do it. I really think I want them like this so you can see them. And then put that in the middle. Like, put that one like that. I think I like that better. So then, see, I'm going to have to bow that a little bit because it's wanting to flop straight. So then you flip this up and you got your pocket there. It tells you what bird that is. Love it. Okie doke. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to go watch the new Marky Mark movie that's on Netflix. You know, I'm from the era. We knew him as Marky Mark. We didn't know him as Mark Wahlberg. So I'm going to go watch that and eat me some guacamole and chip and dip. Because this is the last night of freedom. You know, tomorrow night I got to go to bed at a decent hour, supposedly. so I can go open the store. Oh, this is going to be fun, y'all. It's going to be a big one, but that's okay. I'm going to love it. I'm going to tie these together to try to... That's going to be so fun. Oh, yeah. I like that. I'm going to put a topper, but I think I'm going to put it over here. Don't know what yet. It will be some really pretty bird fussy cut. So all of these bits here, I can take and use in something else. So like I'll pull this bit here out and these and make a tag for my grungy butterfly journal. And use those bits to decorate the tag. Decorate the pocket and a tag. What do you think? Or put this on the pockets. and have those bits on the tag piece or something, or a journal card. That's what I'm thinking to do with that piece. So I'll put it up here with those bits. Yeah, so I ran through and printed off the backs of about 15 pages of stuff. And I don't know, I ran out a bunch of stuff like this. I ran this whole pack of the tea dye today. And then I ran this whole pack of the coffee ring dyes. And then it quit halfway through because my computer died. Or my laptop died. So then I said, well, that's fine. So now I got my laptop charging up so I can link to my design team. I'm wanting to put that on something. I may make me another little tag to put that on, to stick it in there. Or I may put it on the top of that flip thing. I'm going to leave it laying there and I'll figure out something to do with it. So I think that would be pretty on the underside of the flip, to put these on it somewhere. We'll do that with. I gotta look through these words too and see what all they say and see if I've got something else in there I could do something with. But for now, I'm gonna get off here and go watch my movie and eat my chip and dip. Y'all have y'all a good night. Thank you all so much for clicking and watching, and we'll talk at you tomorrow. Y'all have a good night.